So this is going to be a tutorial on how to do the roll clip for Mystic Mansion. This is probably the second easiest roll clip in the Rose LTS run, the first being in Bingo Highway. If you haven't watched my Bingo Highway tutorial, I do go over the roll clip there. I'd recommend learning that one first, but if you came here, you can learn this one first. I will explain how to do it. So the first important piece of this puzzle is that you need to take the cart as Amy. So I'm right before the cart here. You want to take this cart as Amy. In Joey's beginner tutorial, you're taught to take it with Cream, but in this case, you need to take it as Amy. So make sure you're doing that. I'm going to take it as Amy here. And so it's going to show Cream as the guider, as the main character, but you're actually as Amy right now. And then you just want to hold forward and jump. That's all you can do. You can't go faster than that. So don't be jumping around or anything. Now, as we're coming off here, you're going to notice that we switch to Amy automatically. It's going to switch us to Amy because that's who we took in the cart. But we're actually going to switch to Big. So you want to hold forward here. So I'm going to hold forward, buffer this. So I'm Amy, I'm buffering the switch to Big, and I'm holding forward. Now the issue is when you hold forward the whole time, both your characters kind of go to your sides. And so now if I try to do the ground excel into rocket excel, Cream's not going to show up because she's not with me. So the way we get around that, so again, switching to Big here, I'm holding forward for a little bit and then I'm letting go. And that will help them show up. So as you can see right now, Amy is on my left, Cream is on my right. This is kind of the spot you want to be in. Because now when I go for the ground excel, rocket excel, they're both going to be with me. Okay. So how do you do a roll clip? So the pieces that you need for a roll clip are enough speed, a door with small enough collision, and roll, essentially. So the first thing is, how do we get the speed? So you need to do a ground excel into rocket excel here. So that's why I just explained this whole setup, so you can get the ground excel, and then they will show up for the rocket excel. So ground excel, rocket excel, and then you can get through the door. Okay. Now, if you just ground excel into rocket excel, you're just going to hit the door like this. The reason for that is because you need to actually roll through the door. Okay, so ground excel, rocket excel, and then hold roll again. So you're pressing B 3 times. If you just looked at my input display, go back and watch that. You will see that we're rolling, and that's why it's called a roll clip, because you actually are getting enough speed and then you're rolling right as you get to the door and then getting through it. If you're noticing, I'm doing this in the same spot, which is the second skull on the door right here. Right here. This is kind of the sweet spot that you want to aim for. If you're too far to the left or right, it's not going to work. You need to aim right here. Okay? Like that. And so then once you're through the door, I like to double switch, and you want to double switch and then activate flight immediately. You can also do a catch-up flight. That's the more advanced strat, but I'd recommend for starting out to just do double switch and activate flight. Now, at this point, I'll just teach you the end of the level. So as flight here, you want to hop, and then you can zip to the goal ring. So basically, you're going to activate flight, you land here, right? The position of the wizard's going to be random, actually. So sometimes you have to navigate around him, but basically you're jumping until the arc. You know, if it's a parabola, you wait till the highest point, then you activate flight up here, and now you're at the proper spot. And you just hold forward and zip. You thundershoot, essentially, if you haven't learned what a zip is yet. You want to do that with momentum, though. So, and the other thing that... Here, let me try and get a better RNG seed for the wizard. So the other thing you want to do is, once you zip, you want to switch to Amy right away. So you're basically pressing B, X, and then B again. And the reason for that is because we need to roll through, roll to get off the ledge. Otherwise we get stuck, and then that will shoot us straight into the goal ring. So I know that was a lot of information here. Let me save state here to kind of break this down. So, right, we get the height we need. Okay, the wizard's not in our area. Now we're still holding the direction towards the skull. Sorry, my time's a little bit off. I'm not used to doing this from no momentum. So, if you were to get the zip right, and then you get shot and you don't roll, this happens where the game won't let you just fall off easily. You always have that weird like teeter animation. But you can speed that up by rolling. Okay, I guess like this like state is weird or something. Let me go back down. Do this from here. Yeah, so as you could see there, I rolled through and I actually jumped after. You actually don't need to jump, but after you get the zip, you need to roll through. And in doing so, will help you get that. Here, let me save the state here, dude. So like that. And you obviously, as I was saying earlier, you want to avoid the wizard if possible. Like that. And if you do all that right, you'll zip right through. And this is actually called Spooky Boost. The reason it's called Spooky Boost is because there's a skeleton skull emoji. But yeah, so if you're a little low, you'll see how I'm like getting down zipped, which is dangerous. So make sure you practice the timing on this. It's kind of hard to describe. You just at the peak of your jump, essentially. Yeah. And that is how you do Mystic Mansion Roll Clip and Spooky Boost. Hope you enjoyed.